Welcome to Genius Connect. Please subscribe and share.
Hello everyone, my name is Fatima Vora and we are going to continue with the French Revolution. I did social science at Jai International School and we are going to continue with French Revolution, which I started with in my last lecture. So now we know about the division of the estates, we know about the storming of the Bastille, we know about how the constitutional monarchy of the France was formed. Okay, in the constitutional monarchy, the general estate, the total people of the total population, which were consisted of around something like 28 to 29 million. Out of that, 4 million were active citizens. We learned what was active citizens. Active citizens are the ones who can vote. There were conditions. The person has to be a male. The person has to be above the age of 25 years. And in addition to all of this, the person has to be either educated or rich. If he is either of the above or both, he is eligible to vote. From this 4 million, further 50,000 electors would be elected, and from that the National Assembly. The National Assembly is the most powerful body and is actual representation of a parliament in modern day democracy. So how in our democracy we have parliament, okay? Same way in France at that point of time they had a constitution, that is a National Assembly. And the system of constitutional monarchy, where a monarch would be there, but the monarch's hands would be tied by the constitution. So king would be there for the namesake, but everything he would have to do, listening to the constitution, listening to the National Assembly. He would have one small power, which was the veto of power, that was the power to say no once. But after that, what would the thing that National Assembly wanted, that would prevail. So eventually this is how things went on for a while. But then King Louis XVI was really saddened by the fact that his powers were snatched away from him, and that is why he decided to enter into secret negotiations with the King of Prussia, now Germany. Germany was at that point of time called Prussia. He entered into secret negotiations with Germany's king, and the negotiations were such that if the Prussian king helped King Louis XVI get his territory back, then it would be the King Louis XVI would give him some part of his territory. And the National Assembly of the France came to know of these negotiations. As soon as they came to know of these negotiations, the National Assembly decided to try the king for treason. The king was presented in front of the court's judge, again elected by the people directly. That is that is the active citizens, the 4 million citizens. They also elect one judiciary, that is one judge. That judge gave the decision that the King Louis XVI would be sent to the prison and later on executed. Soon after this, even his wife was executed. After executing the king and the queen, France was now free. National Assembly was ruling. But this rule, they needed some authority over them. So they decided to go with the directory form of government. There were 5 directories that were selected. And before this, there was a brief span, Maximilien Robespierre. Now, you know about Jacobin Club. Jacobin Club is that place where all these people, particularly the general estate, used to go for discussing. When the King Louis XVI was at the peak of his power, at that particular time, Jacobin Club emerged. Jacobin Club came as an enlightenment for the people, because all the people who were philosophers, great thinkers, educated doctors, engineers, they used to accumulate, they used to go over there, they used to gather, and they used to discuss how to get rid of the king. All of them were rebellious, all of them had one intention, and that was freedom, justice, liberty, and socialistic ideas. The leader of this Jacobin Club was a person called Maximilien Robespierre. Maximilien Robespierre wanted equality for all. So as soon as the king was executed, Maximilien Robespierre of the People's Jacobin Club came to power. The people had complete confidence in Maximilien Robespierre because Maximilien Robespierre was people's choice. People voted for the Jacobin Club. People actually thought that the Jacobin Club represented themselves, that is the common people of France. And that is why the Jacobin Club would be one day responsible for bringing down the king and establishing justice. So when Maximilien Robespierre came, people were really happy. But Maximilien Robespierre's policies did not agree with many of the people. He was a strict disciplinarian, he was more of a harsh dictator, and his policies included harsh measures on the people. We shall see it in the next lecture. Maximilian Robespierre's rule was also known as the Reign of Terror. Reign of Terror will be discussed in detail in the next lecture. Thank you.
I hope you all would have enjoyed this video. Subscribe to Genius Connect and put on the notification to receive more such videos. Like and share this video too. Thanks for watching.